Hello, Amy. Thank you for coming in today. Before we start, there's a few things that I want to talk to you about. I just want to let you know that whatever you say here is confidential, um, and the interview is being videotaped for my interviewing communication class. Is it okay if we continue knowing that it's videotaped? Okay. If you're uncomfortable at any time, just let me know, and we can turn it off. And also, I would need you to read and sign this practice contract, pretty much just stating everything that I just told you. There's a pen. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And I've looked over your file, and I read that you are having some anxiety over your husband deploying and you being pregnant with your first child. Let's talk more about that, and just let me know, what you're feeling and what you most worry about.
Well, I feel bad for him because he's having a lot of anxiety about not being there with me.
Okay.
And then I worry about not having someone here with me. I don't know many people around here.
Okay. So pretty much you're having anxiety, and so is your husband, about you being here while he's deployed. You've been deployed before.
Yeah, he deployed.
Oh, he's been deployed before, and you've been here alone before, and you didn't have as much anxiety. So it's mostly because you're pregnant.
Right.
And okay. Well, let's see. What do you have any friends? Any support here?
One, but she's leaving in about 3 months.
Okay.
What worries me most is if I go into contractions and I can't get to my phone, or I can't get to my car to take myself to the hospital, and I'm just by myself.
Okay.
It's hard for me to talk to him about that because he has so much anxiety as well.
And have you talked to him? And have you guys talked about your worries and?
A little bit, but I don't like to worry him too much because he has so much going on with being deployed and everything. He needs to focus on staying alive.
What about support groups, or the hospital may have pregnancy support groups. Are you?
What about that?
You could do their support groups. You can ask your doctor about them. They could maybe give you a list of a few support groups that they may have.
Pregnant women like me.
Mhm. And are you going to be having your child on post?
I am.
Okay. You'll have a lot of things in common with some of the women that the hospital can give you information about. I mean, they're all military spouses, and they know, what it's like to be home pregnant while your husband is deployed. Also, do you have any involvement with your FRG? No. They have actually a group of women that can, when you do have your baby, and if your husband is deployed, they can actually have somebody come over and make meals for you or help you keep your house clean. Just little things like that. Do laundry. I'm sure they probably have somebody around the time that you're gonna be going into labor that can be there in case you do go into labor and you're not able to get to your telephone like you're worried about. Also neighbors. You have.
I try not to know my neighbors.
Try not to know your neighbors. Okay, well we'll skip that one. Family.
Well, my mom and I have actually been talking about her coming down.
Okay.
So that could be one way. I'm not really sure about that, but she said that she'd come down the last 5 or 6 months of my pregnancy.
Okay. Do you and your mom have a really good relationship? With that
Yeah.
work, her living in your house?
Yeah, she's like my best friend. It's just she has MS, so it's hard for her to be away from her doctors a lot. So we're working on that right now.
Okay.
That's good that you bring it up though, because it kind of reassures me that that would be a better way to go.
Yeah.
Would it be selfish of me for me to want her to come down?
It wouldn't be selfish if she wanted to be here for you as well.
She does.
And I mean, as long as you guys can find a doctor here that maybe she can see temporarily until she goes back home to her regular doctor.
That's reassuring. Thank you.
And, you know, as long as she's able to be here and help you, then I don't see anything wrong with that.
Thank you.
Let's see. Well, I think that is,
There's not really anything else I need to talk about today.
no,
Maybe next time.
okay, and you think that today that we found a solution
Yeah,
and
he definitely reassured me that it's not selfish for me to have my mom come down. And I didn't know about the hospitals having support groups with women like me. So
Okay.
thank you.
okay. Well, thank you for coming today, and I hope I was able to get some of that anxiety and worry off your chest, and you'll be able to. I think you'll be able to handle this deployment, even while being pregnant.
Thank you.
You know, just like you've handled all the rest.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming in.
Thank you.